All right, gentlemen, today our lecture series will be about a subject that is on the increase, and that is called attention hoeing. I like to call it what it really is, prick teasing. And it's on the rise, whether you're a Chad, a stud, a normie, a subnormie, it doesn't matter. It's just on the rise. Social media has polluted the dating market. And that's why guys don't want to go out on dates anymore. Because, the top 10% of the dudes that the women are going out with, they don't have to pay to fuck these broads. They don't have to jump through hoops. So why should the bottom 90% of men do that? In other words, the bottom 90, 80, 90% of men are basically whining and dining these chicks. Some are getting laid, some aren't. And then the top 10, 20% of these guys, they ain't paying shit and they're getting laid. So guys, don't fall for this trap anymore. Women today, and I've been saying this for years now, they would literally rather get attention online or in real life by 10, 20, 30 dudes than actually being in a loving relationship with one guy and having sex with them. Seriously. That's why your attention is actually worth more to them than your dick. So, while we don't mind giving them our dick for free, I don't know too many guys that just want to give women attention for free. Unless you're going to get fucked, you fucked. So, ladies, I hate to tell you this, or maybe I like telling you this. All this shit's starting to backfire now. Guys are getting wiser. We're not spending money on you like we used to. Unless we're in a serious relationship with you. See, in the old days, it would be like a guy would, like it was different. The old days, you didn't have to spend a lot of money on women to go out with them. But then once you got in a serious relationship with them and you're engaged or married, then you would spend more money on them and take them out to nice places. Now these chicks want you to take them out to super nice fancy restaurants. And a lot of them have no intention of getting naked for you. So they're basically, I honest to God don't know how these women can look in the mirror in the morning and feel good about the fact that they're just grifting and taking money from men, whether they're fucking them or not. If they're not fucking them, that's fraud. It's thievery. So guys, wake up to the reality. Plus, the average American woman weighs like 175 fucking pounds. 80% of these broads now weigh like one. Well, if the average American woman, average would be normal. That falls in the 50, 60% category. So 50 to 60% of all women, if that's average, that means half the women you look at out there weigh 175 fucking pounds. Half of them. And then 25% probably weigh less than that, and 25% weigh more than that. So you've only got a market of about 25% of the women even worth fucking. It's a shame, too, because they've got bigger egos now and more simps than the hot babes on the California beaches that all were weighed like 120, 125 back in the 70s. So guys, stop fucking these fat chicks, seriously. Unless you're a fat dude, guys, never fuck a chick fatter than you. Never fuck a chick that weighs more than you. Don't even practice on these broads. What if you actually get one pregnant? You gonna be happy with that? Can you imagine fucking one of these fat slobs and she gets pregnant, wants to have your baby, and you gotta pay her ass child support for 18 years? Now you're paying for sex you're not even getting from the bitch. So prick teasing, attention hoeing, it's on the rise like it's never been on the rise before. Through dating apps, through women's entitlement, women's egos are bigger now than ever before. A woman who weighs 175 pounds today has a 5 to 10 times bigger ego than a woman in the 70s who was hotter and weighed 125 pounds. More entitlement, less respect for men. So guys, I'm just telling you, I'm forewarning you. If you keep fucking these fat broads, all you're doing is building up their egos and you're hurting your self-confidence. And the worst thing is when you try to fuck a fat broad and you're in shape and she rejects you. It's just like if you're a guy over 50 and you happen to ask some postmenopausal broad out and she rejects you. That's why you don't ask older broads out. You know, if I'm going to be rejected by a woman, it's going to be a woman under 40. Not some 55-year-old post or menopausal broad whose vajayjay has dried up like the Sahara or the Mojave Desert. Her vajayjay probably needs testosterone gel rubbed between her thighs just to get her horny. See, just to get her horny, because she doesn't ovulate anymore. She doesn't menstruate anymore. See, ovulation is when these women usually ovulate a week or two before their period, and that's when they're at their horniest, and that's when they can get pregnant during that, like 5, 6, 7 days of ovulation. And then the menstrual cycle is like the cleaning out cycle. It's a natural way to douche their vajayjays. So these older broads who are in menopause and postmenopause, if they're not douching, since they're not menstruating, their vajayjays are not naturally cleaning itself out like a dishwasher or a self-cleaning oven. So consequently, their vajayjays, you really don't want to go down on them because a lot of them ever leave a tuna fish sandwich out for a couple of days in your car in a brown paper bag because you forgot to eat it for lunch? You know how it smells? You know, it's like, it smells bad enough to where you don't want to eat it. The same principle applies to a woman's vajayjay. Once she stops douching with summer's eve, once she stops menstruating, and that natural blood flow cleans out the inner plumbing of her vajayjay, her fallopian tubes, her vulva, her uterus, her clitoris. It's not worth fucking these chicks anymore, guys. They're just, and these older broads, if they're 50 plus and never been married, they probably had 50 dudes. Do you really want to insert your penis, even if it's the biggest penis she's ever had, inside a broad that's had 50 dudes bust their nut inside of her? I don't. Even if I got a bigger dick and I'm a better fuck than these dudes, I don't want to deal with women like that. It just shows a lack of discipline. It shows a propensity to being a 304. And quite frankly, I find it disgusting. See, women don't have to deal with that with us guys because nobody's busting vajayjay juice inside of us. But we're busting our seed inside of you women. And even if a dude has a condom on, He's still busting, and you can feel his throbbing shaft as he busts deep, deep, deep inside you. Unfortunately for most of these guys, their 4-inch penises don't go that deep inside of you. So ladies, stop with the prick teasing. It's just not a good look anymore. And it's people like me that are spreading the word that you attention hoes are doing this. So you're not getting away with anything. Because my big mouth is telling these younger guys, keep an eye out for these 304s dudes. They're just going to use you. They're just going to abuse you. And a lot of them, they're just overweight slobs, most of them. Most of these women are, look, if they're too fat to eat their JJ or dirt shirt out, then they're too fat to fuck. That's my theory, and it works.